Hey, this is for water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Spirit, what messages do you have for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio that they need to know whenever they come across this video? What are the messages that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio needs to know whenever it is that they see this video? Okay, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're sweeping something out of your life, or you need to sweep something, or literally you need to sweep your environment, your floors with the broom, just like the old school way, to cleanse out old energies and to always push out the energies or whatever you sweep towards the back door, or towards the back of the house. Okay. So that's what I'm getting as well. You could be very sensitive when it comes to your nervous system right now, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So it's very, very important that you keep yourself in a very calm state. Baths would be really good for you at this time, like lukewarm baths, not very hot. There's something about Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio being very sensitive to temperatures at this time. So trying your best to stay away from any kind of saunas or overheating, staying away from your body overheating. All right. More rehydration as well is what I'm getting. Many of you could be healing or working with your shadow side or doing shadow work. If so, that is the right thing to do. That is the right path for you. You may be connecting to spirit or opening yourself up to the arena of the spirit world. So if you are that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you're going down the right path. If not, it could be that that is your purpose and that is something you need to follow. You may be questioning your purpose. It could be for some of you, your purpose is to work within the spiritual realm or work with spirit, but specifically involving shadow work, working with the shadow side. It could be for some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you have a gift in that. You have a gift in healing, but specifically those who are very used to or only know how to work with their shadow side and need to be exposed to light. So being the light in the dark per se for others. It could also be for some Scorpios, specifically, I'm picking up Scorpio, especially Moon in Scorpio, which is me. So I take this as a message as well, but black cats are a really big symbolism for you, especially if you're Scorpio moon placement. You may also your ally or your spirit animal or your, I wanted to say relative, which is interesting. You very much may relate to a black cat, especially Scorpio moons. That placement, there's a strong resemblance to a black cat, or you have a very strong connection to black cats. But this is also, again, um, indicating shadow work, a strong connection to animals right now. So spend time with your pets and your animals. You could very well be, if you work with spirit, you're very, very in tune with spirit and the spirit world specifically. So you could be working with the spirit world at this time. If so, that's the thing to do. You're in your purpose. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. These are the messages you need to hear, and you need to follow your purpose in life. That is what you're meant to do. Something here about the full moon as well, doing a ritual to connect to your ancestors or the spirit world during the full moon. Could be in the month of October or this fall energy that we are soon to come in. I don't feel we've hit fall yet. It does feel like it's fall technically to me, energy wise. Weather wise, I live in California. It does not feel like fall, but energetically it does. I already feel like I'm in the season, the fall season, but physically things don't seem to be changing much. So I'm also taking this as a message here that one of the things that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio may need to work on is patience and trust, because it could be that some things are unknown and that has to be okay, or you have to be okay with the unknown sometimes. You're not meant to know everything, okay? I also take that as a message. I feel Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, you may be very, very much in tune with your emotions, so much that you may realize around this time you cry easily, but it's because of you're feeling something, a memory or an emotion from your past that's very, very deeply rooted. And that could be something that you are currently healing or doing shadow work on, but you may find yourself being more emotional than usual, and that is good. I'm also getting for some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Pisces, especially if you're taking any type of medications that alter the mind or any kind of antidepressants, you may choose to alter your medication. You may need to alter your medication because it may be working against its purpose, or for some, you may choose to altogether go natural and get off the meds because you may notice or feel that the meds are making you more imbalanced. You may, for some, again, I'm picking up specifically Cancer, Pisces is what I'm getting with this message. You may be very much in tune with medicine or natural medicinal healing rituals or spells or some kind of like new way. It could even be you're changing your diet, and that's actually helping your mental health as well, emotional health as well. Both are tied, so both must be balanced. It could also be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. There's a need for you to tap into your sensuality at this time. Also, it may be around this next full moon coming up. You feel very, very sensitive to your emotions, or you feel a bit unbalanced. You may even be urged to tap into your shadow side and do something that you know goes against your purpose, your free will, or even your truth. You need to stay balanced by remembering your purpose as to why it is you did all this work already. What was the purpose? Do you want to start all over again, or do you want to continue moving towards your purpose? Like, you may have to start kind of rooting for yourself, being your own cheerleader. I'll tell you, it works the best. I've done that for many years and it works. And you actually build a lot of self esteem. But you may just have to learn to be your own cheerleader, per se. You have to be on your own. This could be the first time you're on your own for some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's a little scary, but it's on an emotional level. You may feel lonely emotionally, but you're okay and confident to be on your own. Like, you're not scared. It's more of like your emotions feel scared, or your mind goes to being alone and then you get scared and you want to go back to something you know goes against your truth or your purpose. So it's almost like in order to stay strong, you have to remind yourself what your purpose is, or what the purpose was for you to move in a new direction. Holy moly, talk about message overload, but you need to follow your intuition, but follow the light is what I'm getting, as cliche as that sounds. Um, Also listen to your intuition, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, when it comes to spirit or your intuition telling you to stay in and not go out. There could be a night. I'm specifically getting nighttime there, but there could be a night in the future where your intuition's telling you to not go out, or you just don't feel like going out for some reason. Like, there's no true reason why you can't go out, it's just your intuition's telling you it's best to stay home or just not go somewhere specific. Listen to your intuition because you're 100% correct. So if at any point you feel uncomfortable with going out for some odd reason, listen to that and just stay in. Don't gamble the risk of going out, okay? Because it may end up being something that either is an unlucky situation or puts you in an unlucky situation. So let's see what I get with the tarot. I should have kept that card out. Yeah, because Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if you If your intuition's telling you to stay in, then stay in, because if you end up going out, may end up getting a DUI, is what I'm hearing, or ending, you're going to end up stuck somewhere with no way back home, or just no ride, something like that. So really pay attention to your intuition around this month specifically. Okay, especially for Scorpio. Okay, what else can you tell me about the purposeful energy that came out? I put it back in the deck, but it was purposeful. Tell me more for Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So make sure whatever you are manifesting is on the positive right now, especially when it comes to money. When it comes to any kind of money matters, it's very important that you do what's fair. Otherwise, it's going to backfire, and you're going to have to go back to a situation that you were in, that you were placed in before, that did not make you happy, and it took a lot of work to get out of it. So if you go back to doing something an old way, or an old way of thinking, it's going to keep you stuck there and for a very long time with no way out, is what I'm hearing. You're going to be forced to live in a home with another or others that may not make you emotionally satisfied. So it's very important that you move forward at this time. Moving forward is where it has stability when it comes to home, stability and success when it comes to any creative projects and work, and stability within love, possibly even falling in love, finding your soulmate, finding your true mate. And there it is, water energy, King of Cups upright, masculine energy. Could be water signs, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You really need to be in your masculine energy at this time and make decisions more off of logic than emotion. Listening to your intuition, listening to those gut feelings, listening to your heart space, but also utilizing logic. Does it make sense for me to go back? No. No, because going back to the past is Eight of Cups in reverse energy, and that's negative, and that's also putting you in a repetitive cycle of bad luck, but out of free will, out of choice, a choice that would have been made. So you want to make a smart choice here. You have to do what's fair for you. You have to do what's best for you, not others. You may choose, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpios, you may choose to walk away from a certain family matter, a certain way of living. You're noticing those you were surrounded with did not bring you success or are not going to be doing that. If you go back to something or doing something the old way, it's not going to work anymore. It's like you need to progress or move into a new way, a new world, is what I'm getting. Accepting the new world and accepting that this world that you're walking into is all about balance in your life, so you can receive the good money, the love, the success, and so on. So you need to keep your boundaries up very strongly at this time with the right people and the right situations. Things are no longer confusing you. You're seeing the truth to relationships, especially when they're tied to love and family. You're you're knowing what choice to make now, and you're possibly now ready to make the moves, especially after you're enlightened about certain things. You know how to move or which moves to make. Could also be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, masculine energies. You're very much tied to your finances right now, which are positive. You could also be establishing something here. It could be a business, marriage, contract is what I'm also picking up. You could be moving towards a marriage or meeting your soulmate that you'll end up being married to. All right, because there's a choice for some Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here that you have to make between two people or two ways of living. You can no longer live a double life. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. If you go back to the past, again, it's going to keep you in this energy of feeling stuck, but also longing for something in the future that wouldn't be accessible to you. You know what that means, is what I'm getting. I don't have to explain that. It's going to mean different things for different people that listen to these messages, but for someone in specific that is watching, You know what that means. Four of Cups upright. You may need to be a little more selfish at this time, especially when it comes to giving and receiving love. You may have not gotten back whatever it is that you gave in the past. Don't focus on the losses as well. You could be feeling at an emotional loss, or you may be missing someone that you have love for. This could be a spiritual connection, could be twin flame with the Four of Wands upright. You may have walked away from this energy or this situation, but you have a decision, or you may have a second chance or another chance at revisiting this if you choose to. But again, I'm getting if you go to anything in the past, it could be someone that you're already engaged to or living with, rooted with here. You could even have family together. um, this may revisit, and you may have to make a choice between the future and the past. You must do what's best for you and staying true to you and being open and honest with those around you as to what truly makes you happy. You want to make sure you don't make the wrong judgment here moving forward, being patient with yourself and your decisions. But Spirit is saying it may shock others around you, even shock yourself. You may decide to go on a new way of living, a new way of life. You could be taking very little with you. The Tower in reverse, you may be getting a lot of psychic awareness, or your abilities are, you're now walking into an era of your psychic abilities strengthening. And this is going to happen once you go through a specific journey here on your own. Okay, with the Three of Wands upright, you will be enlightened to a lot more things on your spiritual journey, but you could just now be starting your spiritual journey. You may even meet a partner or someone you may work with that is already very much like more experienced, that maybe your teacher or may open you up to the world more. Could be a healer that you choose to work with, or that you choose to work on you for your own healing purposes. You need to listen to your intuition, because your ego, it's like you don't want to lie to yourself anymore. In the past, you may have lied to yourself regarding decisions that you made. You really need to be true to yourself and others at this time and be responsible for certain decisions that were made. It's not a time of being immature, okay? Because if so, that's going to leave you at a place that's a stalemate, possibly being with a lover that you're not really in love with, or being with the wrong lover. It's just going to be more competition, jealousy, fighting. Empress in reverse. You would be going back to a Queen of Cups upright, Empress in reverse. Another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but she's not an empress. She's just a queen. Empress is a divine feminine, so the past is not a divine feminine. That could be a truth that's difficult at this time to have received, or it's a truth that was received that was very difficult to hear. I'm getting something like this. Let me just get quickly from In the Shadows deck before I close out this reading. I don't want this to be a very long reading. Okay, so what is it that's in the shadows here? You are not part of my plan came out. That could be for the past. That's not part of your plan anymore. I'm getting a lot of shadow work. See, I know I made a mistake. This could be a truth that Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio needs to accept forgiveness, accept being forgiven. You may need to, or may want someone's forgiveness, or you may need to forgive someone, but this person fears rejection, or you fear being rejected, and there's a need for you to just walk in your truth, and it is what it is. Life is a learning experience, and you have to follow with what it just feels right to you. As long as it feels right to you, and you trust you can do this on your own, and go for the new. You have to be patient with yourself and really trust yourself. If you don't trust yourself, there are going to be mistakes made, and you may just need more time on healing. That's all that you just need to still be still where you're at and continue healing before moving forward. But whatever you do, the past is not where it's at. That's what I'm getting. So those are the messages I'm getting. I'm just going to cut the reading off there. But for more information regarding personal readings, my information will be in the Dropbox below. My phone number will be located there. You can text or call to make an appointment. Um, Also, is there anything else? That's all I wanted to say. Sending love and light to everyone and many blessings. Bye.